Hey guys, what's up? Halo Review here. Today I'll be doing a review on the DC Multiverse McFarlane Booster Gold and Blue Beetle 2-pack. Now, I just got this guy in the mail and I'm very excited to do a review on him. On both of them, actually. Both of these figures are kind of pricey in the DC Universe Classics line. So I'm very happy to have these guys, especially that Ted Cord Blue Beetle, who I've been wanting to get my hands on all year. And then this reveal came out. For some serious DC fans, whoever followed the DC Essentials line, originally before DC Collectibles stopped the line and stopped making figures overall, they actually had a 2-pack of these guys in their Essential Figures line, but it never really came out. So, a couple years later, McFarlane came out with this idea, which is very nice. I really like it a lot. We'll get into the review real quick. Alright, so here we got both figures out of their poses. They come with a couple accessories. Booster Gold comes with this phone that he's holding on his hand right here. He comes with a little phone accessory, which is pretty cool, just because Booster Gold is kind of full of himself as a hero. And then he also comes with this little shooting blast because he can shoot beams out of his gauntlets. And he also comes with this sidekick Skeets, which actually plugs in into this little sidewalk right here. I'm not going to show that off right now, but you can do that. I just wish you could plug Skeets somewhere or hold him up somehow. So, the only way you can have him displayed is if you have him right there. I mean, you could sort of make it work. But let's focus on the main thing, which is both of these figures. Let's get a little close up. So here we got the Blue Beetle Ted Cord, which is the second iteration of the Blue Beetle. The Blue Beetle is actually a very, very old school hero. So there's three versions of him. Obviously, this is the second one, and then the newest one, Jaime Reyes, who I grew up with, basically. That's my Blue Beetle, but everyone loves the Ted Cord version. He's the more popular one, I would say. I think it's tied at this point with Jaime. They both sport the same bulk, minus the trunks. Their trunks are different. It's the boots. A little side look. Issues that people had with this figures are that you can't really see through their goggles. If you look at this artwork, you could see their eyes through their goggles, and I believe the DC Universe Classics did the same thing. Here, they just painted a solid yellow. To me, it's not that important because, especially if they're trying to hide their identity, they don't want to be seen like that. So that's why I'm saying it's not that big of an issue to me. I really like the paint scheme of both of them. Like I said, I was trying to get my hands on this Blue Beetle specifically, but these guys are like a pair essentially at the comics. You can't see them split apart. They're always together, especially more recently. But yeah, I really wanted these guys. Just you can never have too many Justice League or JSA figures, in my opinion. Oh, and I forgot to mention that he comes with this little Blue Beetle grappling gun, because that's Blue Beetle's thing. He is like Batman, except everything is Beetle-like. Even his ships in the background, if you can see. That's his thing. He's the Blue Beetle. Some would say he's almost on Batman's level, especially on the intelligence. Maybe not the fighting skills, but definitely on the intelligence side. And Booster Gold is a hero from the future, or he's trying to make his name in the past, and he comes from the future because he didn't like his life in the future. And he learns to be a hero, basically. And these guys become best friends, and that's basically the lore behind these. If you want to go check out their history, you can as well. But I'm going to do a little... And here we got a little size comparison with some of the other League members. Superman Action 1000's comic to the very right, and to the left we got the new Kyle Rayner from his first appearance in the comics. So as you can see, they scale up at the same height. If you want a taller Superman, you get some of the newer versions of Superman that have been coming out, like the McFarlane exclusive or the Rebirth one. Height is such an issue for some people. I think it's perfectly fine in this height size. Okay, and here we have a little size comparison with the gold label Martian Manhunter. That's also a Target exclusive. To the very right, this is where sizes kind of get thrown off. The Wonder Woman is just a tad bit taller than the Blue Beetle and a Booster Gold figure. And the Booster Gold and the Blue Beetle figures are actually taller than the Martian Manhunter, just slightly. And mostly because of Booster Gold's hair, he comes off as a bit taller than the Martian Manhunter figure. But yeah, I mean, I really like the size that's going on. And here we got Adam Smasher to the left from the new Black Adam line, and that Lex Luthor figure that we got almost a year ago. Like I said, this line compares. This line sizes very well together, in my opinion. Some people will disagree with me, but I'm a big DC fan and a McFarlane fan now. I would have to say this line is perfectly scaled well. Maybe the Superman could be a little bit taller as well as the Martian Manhunter, but besides that, it's pretty much perfect. But yeah, I would go out and get this 2-pack. So a lot of people in the community are saying that this is the best 2-pack that has come out, and I would have to agree. The articulation is very great. I'm gonna go show that off real quick, and then we'll end the video. All right, so I'm gonna try to get the articulation real quick. It's basically the same for both of these. The butterfly works super well because there's nothing hindering on the shoulders. There's nothing molded here or nothing added, like with some other figures like shoulder pads. Double hinged knees as always, double hinged elbows. The wrist articulation works amazing on these guys. Look at that, up and down very well. 360, like I said, these guys are just plain bodies, so there's nothing very hindering their articulation. Maybe the underwear, but even so, look, they can do the splits like that if you want them to do that. And ankle pivot goes 360, down that high, up that high, and some toe articulation. And of course, the head can go 360 if you want. And they're, like I said, the articulation is exactly the same on both of these figures. I forgot to show off this little ab articulation right here that's very well. It's cut in 3 pieces, upper, mid section, and the lower body. Very well. Like I said, you can do so many things with these figures if you'd like. So yeah, I would definitely go out and get this 2-pack if I were you guys. Like I said, the price of these two guys will probably cost you, won't even get you one DC Universe Classics Ted Cord Blue Beetle. Maybe a Booster Gold, but like I said, you can drop $40 and get these two, which are much better in articulation. And it comes with all these accessories. And like, yeah, it's a very fun 2-pack. It's probably the best one we've gotten. And yeah, check out my other videos. I'm about to drop out more stuff this month. A lot of stuff coming in this month. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, check out my other stuff. Have a good one.